So what's the big number? What's the n?
9.
9, because we have 9 that we're choosing from. And how many are we choosing?
4.
4? What are they for? How many?
Between 3 different things.
3.
President, vice president.
Yeah, we just have 3. Because we just did president, vice president, and secretary. We didn't do treasurer. So just 3 are we choosing from. So it's 9, choose 3. Now, it never actually says 3 anywhere. You have to figure out that it's 3 because it talks about the 3 officers. And order makes a difference because if you're picked first, then you're president. If you're picked third, then you're secretary. So it makes a difference as to the order, which is why it's a permutation. So that would be 9 factorial over what?
9 subtract 3.
Yeah, 9 minus 3 factorial, which is 6. Now I'll make you write at least this much down. So it's 9 times 8 times 7 times 6. And if you want to stop at the 6, that's okay because we're going to have 6 factorial on the bottom that's going to cancel. The 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 is going to cancel anyways. Well, I got 504. 9 times 8 times 7. Yeah, no 6 because 6 cancels. That's all right. Okay, good deal. Okay, duplicate objects. So, how many ways can the letters of the word Mississippi be arranged? Well, you can't just count all the letters and say it's that many factorial because some of the letters have been repeated. So like if I take Mississippi and take the 2 S's or the 2 P's and flip them around, it doesn't change the order. Yeah. So we want to know how many different ways we can rearrange all those letters, but take into account all of the repeated letters. So here's how you do this. We have the number of letters total. So count up how many letters there are in Mississippi. How many? Yep. So that goes on top. 11 factorial. And then you divide it by ones that are repeated. So, like, what's a letter that's repeated here? I. Okay, I heard I first, so we'll do I first. How many I's are there?
4.
4. So we divide by 4 factorial. That's from the I's. I'm putting that there just so we can look back and tell why. It's another letter that's repeated. Yes, how many of those are there? How many? 4, yep. So 4 factorial. That's the S's. What else? P. Those are 2 of those. So I do 2 factorial. Anything else? No. Now I don't want to write all that out. So let me show you how to do it on a calculator. But on a test, I want to see at least this much work. All right. So we've got our calculator. You can type in 11. Show you where that's at. So 11. And then there's a math button on the left-hand side of the screen, under the green alpha button, it says Math. Click that button. And then across the top, and you can do this on Desmos at home. Across the top, oh, mine must be covered up by that. Add. But across the top you see Math, Num, all these other things. They were there just a second. I don't want to see any ads. Go back to where I was. So if you go across the top, see the one that says PRB? Cursor over to the one at the end that says PRB on yours. Where do you see that factorial? Number 4. So what you would do, and you can clear to get out of there, you would type 11, and then Math, go over to PRB, and it's number 4. Then you can divide it by, erased all my stuff, all these other numbers we had, but they got to be in parentheses. So you put parentheses 4, there we go. So it should end up looking something like this when you type it in. And you can do that on the other ones as well. I just want to see at least this much work so I know what you typed into your calculator.
How do you go there?
You type the number, and then you hit Math, cursor over to PRB, because that stands for probability. And then over to PRB. Oh, you can hit enter on it, or you can just hit the number 4. Yep. Oh, but it's answer. You want 11. So 11 first. And you just hit number 4. Yep. And then divide it by parentheses. Yep. And you do those numbers. You want? Anybody need any help finding those? Okay, cool. So this ends up being 34,650. Now, if none of the letters repeated, like if the word had been round, R-O-U-N-D, it would just be 5 factorial. That'd be how many ways you could rearrange those letters. But if they do repeat, you got to divide by that. And make sure that you put them in parentheses when you're putting it in a calculator. Yep, and that's it. And then this assignment is the assignment that I already have posted. I just said you could get through 31. Now you can get through the rest of them as well. This part came from those 2 snowpocalypse days. So the video is on Google Classroom under videos. What did I say? It was 22nd, 23rd. And then this is from today's stuff. And we will have a homework quiz. Is it Friday? I think it's going to be Thursday. Because we'll have today and tomorrow. Well,
At some point this week.
yeah, I may leave it to Friday, but I'm going to keep going. That way everybody will have a chance to get caught up. So I'll leave it till Friday, but it'll only be over this stuff. It won't be over anything we do past today's lesson. And you get to use your notes, your handwritten notes. All right. So you can work on that.
Just make a motion.
Yes, ma'am. Pass.